So coming to the page layouts, what we can do is we can control the page layouts based on the profiles. Okay, but my requirement is for the same type of profiles also, for some records, I have to display the page layout in a different way. And for some people or some type of records, I want to display look and feel of the page will be different. So which object we created? Employee, right? Employee, right?
Yes.
I'll go to this object. Okay. So now if you consider fields and relationships, I'll check what are the fields present in it. We created many fields, I think. Yeah, yes, good amount of fields we created. So any date field we are having, right? Employee package. Employee name, company. Okay, we'll add another parameter to it. We'll see. New field. I want to add another currency field in it. Currency, it would be in a top. So now what I'll do is I'll keep bonus amount. With default options. So I'm adding it to both the page layouts. Now what I'm doing is to create a record types. Here this side will be having record types in an object. So whenever we go to record types, here it is asking us to create a new one. Or if you want to do any page layout assignment, you can do page layout assignment from here as well. So now I'll create a new one. New record type. Master means by default it will create from a existed standard page layout. Record type label. So full-time employee. So I have to create two page layouts for one for full-time employee, another one for contract employee. Full-time employee. Full-time. Status, let's suppose. Okay. So now for this page layout, whatever the page layout you are creating, it is available for which users. You can see that complete information. So as I am giving access to all the profiles. So now, so coming to the layouts, then which page layout you want to display for each and every profile. For all the profiles, I have to use employee layout. I think already it is created. I'll go to record types now. So you can see employee type, full-time employee type, record type is created. I want to edit it. Okay, that's perfect. So this layout is created and it is active. What I'll do is, it means, so we created one record type, which is exactly similar to this full-time employee type, like a full-time employee with the name full-time employee. We have to display the data as is, which is present in a employee layout. Okay. Now again, I'll try to create another layout. So page layout assignment. We'll see what happens if you click on this page layout assignment. So it's showing different page layout assignment for different profiles. So now I have to create new record type. So previously to do this, I have created it from master means parent, right? Yes. So existing record type. So here I want to create another record type from same, like master only, record type label. So coming to the record type label, I'll give a name like part-time employee or contract employee. So by default, it will become active if you save it. And I'll make it available for all the profiles. Okay. Now I'm going with the default option. Array, page layout I kept same. Okay. So I have to say that layout like employ new page layout. So yeah, done perfect. Save. It will be saved. Yeah, it's saved already. That's why it is giving an error. So now you can see you'll be having two record types. Okay. So the purpose of page record types is for single profile, we can assign single page layout only. If you have a requirement like for a single user also, if you want to control or if you want to give different look and feel based on a requirement, we'll go to record types. Now, if I go to page layouts, I have to change a page layout. So employee new means we created it for contract employees. Employee layout means it's a full-time employees layout. So now what I'll do is I'll go to employee new layout and I'll edit it. Yes. So now here you can see the fields. So now coming to the contract employees, bonus field is not required for contract employees. They won't give any bonuses. The companies won't give any bonuses. The next job job country and job state are required fields only. And end date. So contract end date will be having is and employee package. So it's, as it is a contract will be there. Package is not required. So yeah, I'm keeping package as is, no worries. Just this which field? Bonus field I'm disabling from this page layout. Now, if I go to employee layout, yes, I'll make available this record type field in it. So coming to the full-time employee, I don't want to keep any end date. Okay, they are a full-time employee, they won't have any end date. Perfect. Now I added this record type field additionally to this. For that also you can add end date. Sorry, that thing. Yeah. So we'll see how it will impact. Prithvi, what is that app name which we created?
My first application.
Yeah, my first app. I'm going to my first app. So for whatever the app you want to navigate, you can navigate to that app. Okay. So now in this, we'll be having employees. So now if you want to create a new record, we have to click on new, right? So see here, you can observe the difference now. So whenever you want to create a new record, it is asking us options. Whether you have to create a new record for the full-time employee or contract employee. So if you choose full-time employee, it will give you a employee layout. If you go with a contract employee, it will display employee new page layout. It means, so in a profile level, so the major thing of record types is in a profile level, we won't give access to two different page layouts to the single profile. To make that thing possible, we are going with the record types. For the record type, we are assigning the page layout and we are using this. So now if you go with the full-time employee option, so while creating record or while editing record, you won't be able to see that end date field. Why means as we remove that field. Okay, so employee name, Monica, let's suppose, joining date might be 16, type. So record type field I added, that's why this field is available. Okay, as I have, I don't want to add it. So yeah, company name. So as it is a lookup field, it will retrieve to company. And dependencies, as we know, we created a dependent fields, country, we'll keep Canada, and state. So it will display the states based on that country. And employee package. So as it is a full-time employee, we'll be having some package. Save. Type. So as it is a record type field, it is a mandatory field. So she's a full-time employee. That's why I'm giving full-time. Done. Perfect. Now record is changed, created, and it is saved, and you can see how it is looking. Similarly, if you go to employees and if you create a new record with a contract employee, you can see the look and feel will be different, isn't it? So let's suppose India. Record type. So the employment type is contract. So I'm tagging him to same company. So contract means it is asking end date. As we can this field as a mandatory field also. So he's an active employee. Like that, we are displaying different fields to the different types. Understood record types?
Yes.
Yes. So here you'll be having record types trailhead module also, how to create it and how to do it. And you'll be having this article. Salesforce Ben is a good author. He'll explain concepts nicely. So if you get a time, you can go through this blog to understand this concept much clearly. And from there, you'll understand what are the things additionally we'll control. You'll see that information as well. Whereas if you want to do a trailhead, you'll be having trailhead module on a record types as well. You can complete it. Okay. The next, what I'll do is again, I'll go to setup. So object manager, employee object. So this is the we can see different fields there. Okay. Record types. So now we'll be having two record types. Let's suppose if I open some record type, At the bottom, you can see pick list available for editing. So now, one more beauty of record types is from the page layouts, we can't control pick list field values. Whereas, so if we use a record types from here, we can control pick list field values as well. Let's suppose coming to the job country for full-time people, or else let's suppose, yes, give me a minute, for not for full-time, we'll do it for contract employees. Let's suppose contract employee page layout we are having. So now edit. So coming to the full-time employees, what I have to do is contract employees. So in India, I don't want to, sorry, in USA, I don't want to hire contract employees. Let's suppose I'm removing country USA. Default. And yeah, I don't want to keep any default values. For this pick list, if you want to keep any default values also, you can keep it. Let's suppose if it is a contract, so if you choose a record type as a contract, default field value for this field is India. So you can set up that thing as well. I'm saving it. Now it's clear. Now what I'll do is I'll refresh this. So now you can see, now I'll try to create an employees. I have to create a new one. So as we did it for contract employees, right? So I'm clicking on next. I think so. Here you can see coming to the job country, by default it is showing like India. And if you look at this, you won't be able to see US. Why means we are controlling, see, with the record types, we can control pick list fields as well. So I don't want to give access to the country US for the contract employees. Means I don't want to hire contract employees for US. Like that, you can restrict pick list values for, sorry, pick list values of any type. Okay. Let's suppose now if you change the record type while creating it, you'll be able to see that. So if you go with the full time, you'll see yes also, and you won't see any default data. The contract full time, sorry, countries, right? So you can see 3 countries. Like this, we can control pick list values also by taking help of record types. So simple, remember record types means for the same profile having users, if you want to give access to different page layouts, at that time, we can create a record types. First thing. Second thing, with the record types, we can control pick list field values as well. Any doubts on this? No, right?
No,
Yeah. So now what I will do is I'll explain you list views and how to create this list views. So now here you can see employees record type, right? So employees object. Here you can see only how many options? All and recently. All and recently. So here what I have to do is I want to create different list views. List view means like a different look and feels we can create here. Means different filters we can create to see the data. So to create a filters, what you can do? So here you'll be having this setup icon. On this setup icon, you can click on drop down and you can click on new option. I have to create a new page layout list view. Name is contract employees. Let's suppose I have to see all the contract employees in a single place. So for that, here I'll keep contract employees. So here, while creating a list view, you can see another option like only I can see this list view. All users can see this list view. Share list view with a group of users. It means whatever the list view you are creating, you can create it for your personal usage as well. So if you keep it like a only I can see this list view, as a user, I am only can able to see this list view. Other users won't be able to see this. Whereas if you created some list view, if you want to give that list view to all users, so if you want to give that access to all users, you can go with this option. Share list view with group of users means in a real time. So we'll be having different list views. So for suppose whatever the list view you are creating, you have to give all that list view access to some specific group of people. At that time, you can go with the list view with group of users. So you can explore that, you'll understand. So in a real time, you will understand if you work upon such kind of things. So whatever the list view I'm creating, I'm giving it, I'm giving access to all the users. So while creating a list view, you can see, you'll be see filters option here. So filter by owner. So my employees, not my employees. My employees means, so wherever I am the owner, that records only I can able to see. I have to see all employee records. So I'm keeping that. So then next, I want to add another filter. So my filter is record type. So I have to display all contract employees here. Record type equals to contract. Now I'm saving this. You can see here you'll get only contract employees details. Okay. So coming to the fields also, whatever the fields you have to control, you can control that. So here, select list display. So have to display like which view, if like to display the records on which view you want to display. So here Kanban means you'll get all the records with the Kanban view. So I don't want to, so yeah. So if you want to display the data with the Kanban view, you can see the fields, summarizing fields. So you can see Kanban means this kind of view, progress bar kind of view you can see. And the next will be having split view. Means however we'll see the records in a this like a service cloud. On that way you can see the records. But I'm going with a standard list view table. Then next we'll be having show charts. If you want to add any charts, you can keep that. Edit list. So I'm clicking on edit list. So if you want to edit the record, you can take help of that. Mass update. So now you can see list views, like different display views we saw. Again, I'm coming to this gear icon and I want to display more and more fields. To add more fields, you'll be having this option. Select fields to display. I'm clicking on this one. So by default, only employee name field is available, right? So now what I have to do is I have to display company name, employee package, and I'll check whether he's an active employee or not. The next, what I'll do is I have to check joining date of an employee. So then next, what I'll do is, yes, record type I have to display. Record type along with this record also I have to display. So as coming to a contract employee, we won't have bonus, right? I have to remove that bonus, and employee package also I don't want to display it in this portion. So now I'm saving it. As you can see, whatever the fields we kept there, we can able to see all those fields information here. We can see all those fields information here. Any doubts on this? Any doubts on the creating list views? So here you can see the type like of records which are having record type like contract employees. So similarly, what you can do is you can create a new list view for different requirements. Based on different conditions, you can create a different list views. Let's suppose I want to create a list view. I have to get only the active employees. So for that, what I'm doing, I am creating new list view. So for this new list view, I have keeping a name like active employees. So as I created for contract employees, right? You can create for full-time employees. Active employees. So I'm keeping name like active employees. So, and for this list view, here you can see, I'm going with only I can see this list view. So, Prithvi, like in this, like you are the user, like did I create a user for you in this?
No, Aku.
Okay. So if I create with the only I can see this list view, though if your users exist in this, you won't be able to see this list view. And here coming to the filtering conditions, I don't want to see only my employees. I have to see all the employees. Done. And I have to add another filter. So coming to this filter, I have to keep a filter on is active field. So is active equals to true. If it is true, that records only I have to see. And here coming to the so list view filters and everything we are having, explore different folders, you will understand different things. So clone is the option. Yeah, we'll do this. Now I have to add other fields also, company, and I'll show you whether the active field. I'm saving it. So as you can see those fields. Okay. Now if you create any list views like this, okay. Now what happens is here you'll get all those list views. So previously here we had only two list views, right? Here we had only all and recently viewed, isn't it? Now we added two more list views. One is with the active employees type, another one is with the contract employees. Like this, in any object, how many list views you want to create, you can create that many list views. Give me a minute. Any doubts so far? List views also clear, right?
Yes.
Yes. Sirishakar, any doubts on this?
Uh, Let me explain what I understood. By using record type, we are creating pick list and list view.
No,
Right?
not pick list. So by using record types, we are giving access to multiple page layouts to the same user. So by choosing the record type, they can navigate to different record types. So as you can see, if I go to employees, if I have to create a new employee, so here, if you choose full-time employee, you can see employee layout. If you select a contract employee, it will navigate you to different page layout. So with this, we are controlling page layouts. In this page layouts also, if you want to control any pick list field values, if you want to display any specific pick list field values only, you can configure that thing also in a record types. So the next list views means, as you already understood now. So coming to the list views, here you can see whenever you open a page, by default, it is taking you into recently viewed. And beside this, you can see pinned list. Means by default, this will open, pinned means. So now, whenever I open this thing, I have to see active employees. So what we can do is, we can navigate to that list view and we can pin it. So that, let's suppose I'm navigating to cases. From cases, if I navigate to employees, I can see active employees. So whatever the thing whatever the list view you pinned, that list view by default come up to you whenever you open it for next time. Clear? Not only
Okay.
next time, whenever you want to open, whatever the thing you pinned here, by default, that will only open. If you want to navigate to other list views, you can click on this drop down and you can select others. That's the thing. Then next, I'll go to triggers validation rules. This will be comes into the development portion. So related lookup filters, as this is not required to you as of now, it's an advanced feature. Search layouts. So coming to the search layout, what is the purpose of search layout? What is the purpose of search layout? Default layout, employee layout. What I'll do is I'll edit it. So here, whenever you open any employee record, suppose I'll come to this record. You can see, so this portion is said as a top portion. In this top portion, you can see only employee name. In the we can say it as a major portion or search portion. In this, we can see only employee name. So here, if you want to add any field, you can go to search layout. So beside employee layout, what I have to do is I want to add another field like a job country and a job state. So now, if you add these fields, whatever the fields you added, that will be added to that list view. Sorry, that search layout. No, I have saved this. So now here we can able to see these many columns. Now I'll refresh this. It will take some time to replicate here. Okay. Purpose of search layout is ESS. It's different thing. So now what I have to do is, let's suppose, so search layout means this one, right? Global search. I forgot, sorry, I conveyed you wrong. So coming to the search layout, the purpose of the search layout is, so in a search layout, whatever the fields you add here, with that you can search the data from search layout actually. From here we can search the records. Let's suppose if I type Prithvi here, so it will give employee records as well. Let's suppose while searching this, let's suppose if that field employee name field is not available in this search layout, that record won't be come up. Let's suppose job country. Let's suppose if I search like a USA here, you can see it is showing in accounts in USA, leads in USA, show results in all. I have to see all the results. So name is ES. We kept ES, right? Yes. Yes. So coming to here, so let's see. As it is not updated, that's why it is not showing. So we have a pick list value, yes, right? There it is. Job state. Let's suppose I'll select like a Telangana. Not here. That's a different search. So if the result should be appeared, so let's suppose if you want to search any object records from a search layout means this portion, you should add that field in the page layout search layout here. Then only you can be able to filter the data based on this. Okay. So the next thing is list view button layout. So there is a button thing. We'll come back to that later. Buttons, links, and actions. So the portion, like coming to this buttons, links, and actions means, so whenever you have to add any buttons in the page, Let's suppose if you have some, so this is a page layout, right? So in this, so by default, we can able to see these buttons, right? New, import, printable view. Like this here, if you want to add any standard buttons, or if you want to create any custom button on your own, you can go to these buttons, links and actions, you can create that. Okay, so that's about the thing. And coming to this buttons, links and actions, while explaining process automation concept, I'll come back to that. So compact layout means the portion which I have explained already, means search layout, like in the top of the record. So if you open this record, so whatever the content you want to display here, that content is come up because of compact layout. So compact layout assignment, let's suppose, we'll see. So for both the things, it is same. I don't want to change assignment. Let's suppose I have to create a new compact layout. So in the compact layout, employee major details. So here I have to display company, employee name, if he is active or not, type. I want to make these fields available in a compact layout and I'm saving it. So now compact layout assignment, for which page layout you want to assign this compact layout, we can select that. So for both the layouts, I want to assign it. Edit assignment. So by default, I want to keep employee major details, and I have to assign it for compact layout to use. So employee major details, I have to assign this. You see, like now what happens is, yeah.